Good morning, everyone. Here I am, out nice and early, 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm about to go running. Get ready for all these losers in my life. All these losers that are obsessed with me. So let's go down the enemy list. Well, I say enemy, I mean, to me it's all fun and games. But you got so many of these people that hate me. I'm the new Eddie Hearn. I mean, Eddie Hearn, you watch I've seen a couple of Frank Warren interviews. I don't watch the whole thing, but I just have a little glance every now and then. I was at the Tyson Fury press conference with Dylan White. And then Frank Warren says all this rubbish about, oh, what does Eddie Hearn have to do with the fight, blah, blah, blah. But you spend more time talking about Eddie Hearn than you do your own fighters. No wonder Box Nation's struggling. Fish Eyes Promotions, Queensbury. But how many enemies, from my point of view, it's all fun and games. But these people, they can't stand me. It's like Eddie Hearn getting talked about all the time. And, alright, how many have I got in boxing? Alright, you got Porky's Corner, you got Spencer Fearon, Tyan Booth. Who else can I add to the list? Alright, let's add Max. Because Max was a very arrogant man. Max, you think because you're 6'4", like, because you're a heavyweight, you think people are scared of you. I'm not. And I tell you what, I'm no coward, because I've offered Porky the opportunity to get in the ring with me. I'm no coward. Max, I'll jump in with you as well. How about that? I've been in the ring. I've sparred heavyweights before. I can take a rubbish heavyweight. I've sparred rubbish heavyweights that I could take. And that's what you are. You're a rubbish heavyweight. I'm not, on paper, I mean, I'm not denying it's going to be very difficult for me to deal with Max, but you're not better than Spencer Fearon, and you're not better than Tyan Booth. So if I'm wanting to take on those people, I'll take you on as well, Max. And how about this? I'll take you on, I'll get in the ring with you before I get in the ring with Porky. So all you got to do is just finish me off and knock me out and save Porky. Because obviously I know you spend your night sucking his little penis. You know, I don't even mind you, Max. I promise you I don't. You're a henchman. That's what you are. You got exposed by the YB in his videos. You're like... Have you watched the Mummy Returns? Emotep? There was that Emotep henchman. I don't know what his name was, but the old man. He used to do whatever Emotep said. He brought Emotep back from the dead. You know, the old man wearing the red dress, the head priest. And he used to do whatever Emotep said. You know, the same way you suck off Porky's Corner because his ugly ex-wife don't want to put his little penis in her mouth anymore. So basically, that's what you are, Max. You're like the head priest. And he will do whatever Emotep said. Yes, Emotep. Yes, master. Always, anytime, master. And then what happened? The Scorpion King got hold of the high priest and he was about to kill him. He had him in his scorpion claws. And then he cried out, Emotep, help me, help me. And Emotep just looked at him like a gangster. He just said, cold, why would I want to save you? You know, so that's basically what you are, Max. So don't think I have any ill will towards you, because believe me, I don't. But it's just sad to see. The reason Porky keeps you around, you're a security blanket. You're big. Yeah, I've never stood face to face with you, but I mean, you're what, 6'2" or 6'4", you're quite big. That's basically what he uses you for. He uses you as a bodyguard. Unlike the rest of us, me, I walk around on my own. Spencer Fearon walks around on his own. Tyan Booth walks around on his own. But Porky uses you as a security blanket. You know, so don't think I have any grudge against you. I just feel sorry for you. You know, you say you're trying to do this boxing thing. I mean, I see a video of you on YouTube where you got knocked out in like 10 seconds. Which is nothing wrong with that. I'm not mocking you. But you're not going to get anywhere in professional boxing. I mean, who are you going to take on in pro boxing? Well, I don't know how, you know, are you going to get a license or what's the plan? What are you going to do? Get in there with people like Fraser Clark? We all saw what happened the last time Fraser Clark took on one of these rubbish, these no-name fighters. You know, so, but do whatever you want. It's your life. But you don't scare me, son. You know, let me see. I think those are my main guys that don't like me. Oh yeah, sorry. Got Kugan Cassius as well. And Kugan, I thought we were cool. I approached you at which press conference? It was the Amir Khan Kell Brook one, Media Week. I walked up to Kugan, I saw him outside the hotel. I thought, you know what, let's have it out. I thought I'll keep it polite. I thought, you know. So we had a conversation. I told you about the videos I did about you, and you told me that you'd seen them. Oh yeah, you know, you're like, yeah, Michael, yeah, someone sent them to me, and ever since you did those videos, I've just sort of stayed out of your way. So we had a chat, and you actually had me feeling bad. You actually had me. I said to myself, oh, you know what? I was out of order for bringing Coogan's name on camera without talking to him face to face first. So I'm thinking we're cool. Like, oh yeah, and you know, I was like, yeah, look, sorry, Coogan, and do you want me to do an apology video, Coogan? So I'm thinking, you're trying to be all nice to my face. But then what's provoked me against Spencer, and I haven't even said anything bad about Spencer in 8 years now. I haven't said anything about the fact Spencer's a no ISIS supporter, just like your mate Anthony Small. I haven't said anything, have I? I haven't said one bad thing. The only thing I said last year, I didn't say anything bad. I just said it's a mismatch. Porky and Spencer, that's all I said. I didn't say anything bad. I said it's a mismatch in Spencer's favour. I haven't said one negative thing about Spencer on camera in 8 years, and not even in camera. I don't go around insulting people. If I've got something to say about someone, I'd say it, you know, I'd say it publicly, and I'd let them know this is what I think of you. So when you see me, you know what my attitude towards you is. Like what happened with me and Tommy Fury. Yeah, but what I was saying about Coogan, so I'm thinking we're cool, Coogan. But next thing I know, I see a video recently, like last week, and you and Spencer are having a go at me. Oh, Spencer said I'm not a full shilling. Based on what? You haven't even met me in 8 years. It's funny how you want to try and say, see, this is the same thing that happened to you, Spencer, where you got kicked off Sky Sports. You said what you said about Oscar Rivas, but the thing is, yeah, nobody cares about you in boxing. Porky's Corner's more popular than you are. He's more relevant than you. He's got a bigger fan base than you. So that's probably what's motivating you. Probably jealous. And I don't take any pleasure in these videos. People are going to say I'm clout chasing. I'm not the one that started talking about Spencer. I'm just responding. Look, you've done well in boxing and you're a pioneer, Spencer. You used to have Hard Knocks promotions. You used to be a boxing promoter. I'm not going to take any cheap shots. I mean, being a boxing promoter is very difficult and very expensive. So you tried it for however long and then you had to leave it alone. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not going to take any shots. I'd like to become a boxing promoter. Right now I haven't got the money, obviously, you know, but you know, you've achieved a lot in boxing. You've got a legacy. I mean, when you eventually, this is not a negative comment, believe me. It might sound like it, it's not. When you eventually die someday, Spencer, I'm saying, let me finish what I'm saying before anyone thinks I'm being negative. When you eventually die, I don't know what they're going to put on your tombstone, but yeah, they can put, you know, in terms of your legacy, yeah, they can put a boxing promoter, professional, whatever they want to put. Obviously, they're probably going to leave out the other stuff, like how you've been to prison for drugs, and Anthony Small, your former best friend, Anthony Small, you know, wanted to go off and join ISIS. And then I've seen a couple of videos of Anthony Small on YouTube. The next thing you know, he had to go to court for, what charge did they have him on? Conspiracy to support terrorism or something like that. Then you see Anthony Small, he ran from London, then he was camping out in the woods because he was scared of MI5. And I think apparently, I mean, I'm telling you what Anthony Small said on camera, but he came home, the police had busted up his house, searched his house, and I think they left a letter or MI5 and were watching you, Anthony Small. So the guy goes running off like the little coward he is, ran out of London, started camping in the woods, and he did a video about it. I was laughing. I mean, serves him right. I don't like these ISIS people. So, you know, I don't know what your problem is, Spencer. I haven't said anything bad about you. Is it about the time that your ex-wife was trying to talk to me at your call and then you threatened to stab me? You know, it's like half joking, half serious. But I'm 21 and he comes up to me, oh yeah, if I ever catch you talking to my, did he say wife or girlfriend? Missus, that's what he said, definitely. Yeah, if I ever catch you talking to my missus again, I'll stab you. It's like half joking, half serious. Is that a wise comment to make? That comment was made 2011. I mean, you got kids getting stabbed and you're a grown man. If you don't want me to, but I'm not the one. I did not talk to her. I wouldn't go up to another man's wife and start talking. But you're so insecure. You think I'm gonna chat her up in daylight, in front of everyone? Like, come on, you're like Will Smith. You know, getting upset about, well, you know, it's not our fault. How was it our fault that his ugly little wife, Will Smith's wife, I mean, well, she's got the haircut, like, looking like G.I. Jane. It was a funny joke. How is that Chris Rock's fault? I mean, you got all that, you know, you're getting all angry with Chris Rock. Why don't you go slap up the guy, August, is that his name? I mean, your wife, Will Smith's wife, Jada, I mean, come on, Jada. She slept with some guy young enough to be her son, August, whatever his name is, and you still go slap him up. How are you getting upset with Chris Rock? And you get upset with Chris Rock, but when Chris Rock first said the joke, Will Smith was laughing. Then you looked at Jada. These Hollywood people are fake, honestly. And yeah, look, I'm not lying when I say that I want to get into Hollywood. If the opportunity ever came up, yes, I would like to try and get into one of these films. Tony Bellew got into the Rocky film. So, you know, if I ever got an opportunity to act, I would do it. But I don't take any of these Hollywood people seriously, honestly. I mean, they pretend to be all love. Just be honest about what you are. Don't pretend you're about love, but you physically assaulted someone for making a perfectly reasonable joke. If you said that about my wife, I wouldn't have a problem. You know, what's so bad about that? But I'm not, and again, I don't pretend to be about love. Like, the things that I've said about people like Spencer and Time Booth or whatever, look, I'm a nice guy, but if any of them have got a problem when they see me, I do what you need to do. You do what you need to do, I'll do what I need to do. If you want to scrap it out in the street like a couple of idiots, we'll do that. I'm not going to run. You know, who would I run for? If it was Mike Tyson, I'd just drop my stuff and run. The only chance I would have against Mike Tyson, I mean, Tyson's 50 years old plus. The only chance, and plus he smokes a lot, doesn't he? The only chance I have against Mike Tyson, please let him get tired. Like, you know, please let Mike Tyson chase me down the road and get tired. You know what? I'll get you next time, Michael. Yeah? You ain't getting me. I'll move out the country. That's the only chance I have against Mike Tyson. So, you know, you don't scare me. Like, if I see you, Spencer, I'm not going to run off. If you want to scrap out in the street like idiots, you can do that. Or if you want to get in the ring and they're honourably one-on-one, I mean, what's the problem? Let's just, you know, you got all these people talking about me behind my back. You got Time Booth, I'll probably do a separate video on him. Why don't you lot just get in the ring with me? You're clearly obsessed with me. You spend more time talking about me than just get on with your lives. And people, I know people are going to say you talk about them. I just respond. I'm just responding. And to me, it's all fun and games. Look at me smiling. Got the nice hair, got the fresh look. It's all just fun and games. I wish all of you well. I've got no problem with any of you. But if you want to jump up and get in a ring anywhere, anytime, I'll come to you lot. It's easy to make. I'll come to you. And you know what? We'll make it a day out for the fans. We'll let them know what... You know, try and pick a big gym like... I don't know if Repton are... Well, Repton are probably... They'll want us to pay for it, wouldn't they? You know, to hire the place out. So I don't think we can do it in Repton. But Repton's nice and big. You can fit plenty of people in that gym. Just we'll find the gym somewhere. And yeah, find the gym. Tell everyone what day it is, what time. And boom. You know, everyone can come down and watch. You know, and look, afterwards, I'll prove you I'm not the one that's emotionally involved. I'm listening. Any one of you that are brave enough to get in the ring with me, look, I'll shake hands afterwards and we'll just leave it at that. Move on with our lives. But come on, I don't want anyone to say I'm clout chasing. Spencer's the one that mentioned my name. Oh yeah, that Michael is not a full shilling. Alright, so why don't you elaborate and justify your comments? What are you basing it on? You're the one that went on national TV and said Oscar Rivas failed a drugs test. Why would you even say that? You know? It's national TV. And yeah, I'm sure people can nitpick and say, oh Michael, well you said this in one of your videos and this and that. Well, yeah, maybe I've said things that I shouldn't have, but it's just YouTube. I'm just doing it casual and, you know, I don't lie. I don't say things unless I'm confident it's true, but, well, it's just YouTube. I wouldn't go on Sky Sports and say Oscar Rivas failed a drugs test because you got to conduct yourself in a certain manner. I mean, I don't really care if Sky Sports offers me a job or not. It's not really, I'll do it for money, but I don't really care about interviewing fighters anymore. I don't. It bores me. But you went on national TV and said it, Spencer. So that's why Sky Sports had to get rid of you. You know, and what's the other thing I was gonna say? So I don't know if that's what's causing a lot of your pent-up frustration. And then you seem to think people in boxing like you or care about you. They don't. I'll prove it. Does anybody ever hear Dillian Whyte talk about Spencer? Oh, bring Spencer Fearon back. You never see these. You know, you try to act as if these fighters are your best friends. They might know who you are, but it's the same with me. A lot of boxers know who I am, but I wouldn't say they're my best friends. I wouldn't say, like, me and Dillian Whyte, I think he likes, I think he respects me, but I wouldn't say he's my best friend. I can't go up to Dillian Whyte and, oh, hey Dylan, can I get a free ticket for the Dillian Whyte Fury fight? He's just not gonna do it, is he? And that's the thing with you, Spencer. You like to pretend as if they're your best friends. They're not. They don't care about you. Nobody talks about you. Nobody misses you. They're probably just glad you're gone. More people. See, I'm objective when I talk. I don't allow my feelings to get into it. More people would rather see Porky's Corner on Sky Sports than you. So you talk as if you've got this big fan base. You're not. People don't really seem to like you, it's a shame, but you've got yourself to blame. So anyway, let me start doing my running, but I want a lot of you. Coogan, Ty and Booth, Spencer, Porky's Corner, Max, I'll jump in the ring with him as well. Those are the main ones I don't like. And if you want me to give you some bonuses, let me say, this is the last thing I hope this is the last thing I say in this video. If Max Mickey Theo, so let me pick my words though, because I don't want people, I've got nothing but respect for Mickey Theo. I've never met him. He seems like a nice, down-to-earth person. I've met Terry Chapandama. I've got massive respect for Terry Chapandama. Absolute old-school gentleman. Lovely guy. I saw him at the weigh-in recently. So, no, was it the weigh-in or the press conference? I saw him at the press conference. He saw me and he called me over. Michael. So I looked up, I thought he was calling my name. I see Terry Chapandama from a distance. He's quite a big guy, and he was away from the security. So I looked at him, I thought, this is Porky's friend, and I'm a very quick thinker in my mind. I thought, we'll see what happens. I said to myself, well, he might want a confrontation with me, but I'm not scared. I thought, I'll go over to him. He's on the side. He's like away from the security. I went, you can ask him. I went right up to him face to face. I thought, hey Terry, how you doing? You alright? And I'm like, I'm ready. I thought, what's gonna happen here? Is he gonna try it on with me? Because I thought he's gonna be much more difficult to deal with than Porky's Corner. But yeah, he was an absolute old school gentleman, lovely guy. Absolute respect for Terry. Same with Mickey Theo. I got absolute respect for him, but I've got nothing bad to say about him. I'm just but anyone that wants to get in a ring with me, I don't mind. Because Porky doesn't want to do it. He's probably going to say, I have to take on this guy, that guy, this guy, that guy. Look, I wish all of you well. The whole situation's looking silly, but I'm not the one to blame. I'm not. Simple as that. You lot are the ones that are, you're the ones that got these emotional people in boxing. To me, it's all fun and games. And same with Kugan Cassius. It's a shame, but Kugan, you shouldn't have put that video out trying to say Michael's not a full shilling. Based on what? Well, isn't it the same Kugan Cassius that you kicked off with Prince Patel? I'm gonna cave your head in. Why? Because Prince Patel said something about your missus. All you gotta do is don't talk to him then. Look at the way you reacted, and look at the way I reacted against Porky. I was much calmer. But anyway, I wish you all well. I've got no problem with any of you. I wish you all well. Good luck. All the best in life. And good luck if you get in a ring with me. Because I'm like someone like Spencer. I'm not going to get in there until I'm fully fit. Something like Porky. Porky's easy. Porky, I'll literally take you on with one hand. Spencer, though, I'd have to be fully fit. And if you get whooped by me, Spencer, by a smaller man, and then you said something in your video about me, Spencer. You said, oh yeah, Michael's a kid. I'm not really a kid anymore. I'm 31. Alright, but if I'm a kid, if I get in there and I give you a reality lesson, you're gonna cry about it for the rest of your life. Now, I'm not arrogant. If you want to look at it the other way, what am I gonna say if Spencer Fearon beats me up in a ring or whatever? If you beat me up in a street fight, I'm not gonna press any charges because I keep provoking. I won't press charges if it's one-on-one. If you beat me up in a ring, I'm gonna weasel out of it. If anyone says, oh, Michael, Spencer beat you up in the boxing ring, I just was the bigger man anyway, it should be beating me up. I'll weasel out of it. But that's the problem with you, Spencer. That's what you're scared of, because you can't win. Even if you beat me up, everyone's just gonna say, well, Michael's a smaller guy anyway. I'm about 5'8", you're 6'1", aren't you? Something like that. I mean, we haven't met, not even 8 years. It's even longer than, we haven't met since 20. It would have been about the time that I sparred Fury. We haven't even met since 2013, have we, Spence? 9 years. But when you're physically bigger than me from what I remember. So, listen, good luck, Spencer. Whatever you do, try not to blow yourself up in the name of ISIS. If you've got a problem, I'll tell you that when I see you. But look, yeah, I'll take any of you on in a ring. But you know what? Let me start training now and make sure I'm ready. And Time Booth, I can't be bothered to talk about him. Video's already over 20 minutes long. But take care, everyone. Good luck. I wish you well. Have a great week. What are we now? March coming on April. Yeah. Have a great week, and happy new month quite soon. It's going to be April soon.